Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I'm going to make this cute paper card holder and it just takes one sheet of designer series paper and one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So one sheet of 12 by 12 patterned, preferably two-sided paper, but I'm going to do one now that doesn't have two-sided, so you'll be able to see. And I got this idea from Amy Selena on Pinterest, and I thought it was really cute, so I followed it back to her. And I don't know if she is the actual owner of it or not, but it kind of appears that she is, and she did a really good job. I just made a couple of changes for my preference, but she is definitely the inspiration for sure. And you can find her at usstampforfun.com. No, I'm sorry, usstampforfun.com. And it's U, as in the letter U, stamp, the number 4, fun.com. So, and again, her name is Amy Selena. Celona. C-E-L-O-N-A. And this is really cute, and what it is a card holder. So I just happen to have a bunch of cards up here that I haven't put away yet. And you can see, you can put a bundle of cards in here. And, well, this one doesn't want to go in there. Why don't you want to go in? Are you a bigger card? No, okay. I think he is a little bigger of an envelope. But these are A2 size cards for the most part, and they fit beautifully in here. And you can see you can fit quite a few. And I thought this would be really cute for gift. And you can put in cards, you can put in stamps, whatever you'd like. And I am going to do that for some of the gals. And this is actually going to be a Christmas present, so I am kind of getting some presents out of the way early. This would also be something maybe really cute if you did craft shows or something, because it's really not difficult and it's a lot of fun. So what you need is a piece of 12 by 12 paper, and then you also need a piece of 8.5 by 11. Now I thought that this went pretty good together. I also got the blackout because I wasn't sure if I liked that better, so I got just a regular piece of blackout. And then I want to do some owls on the front because the friend that I'm giving these to loves animals just like I do, and these owls are really cute and they were calling my name. So I found some of this in my stash and I thought this would be really cute to do some owls, so I will do that. Hi Fuzz, my cat is saying hello. But first let's go ahead and score and cut this designer series paper, or patterned paper. This is just from a patterned pad from the Paper Studio. So who is that? That is Hobby Lobby. I should know that off the top of my head. So I need to cut one side down so it's 9 inches. So I need 9 by 12. So that's this. And then with this one, I am going to cut it down so it's 1 by 12 and 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. So I have 3 1-inch ones, and I may cut those down again, but right now that's what I'm going to do, just so I'll have them cut. And then on this one, I'm going to score this. And I want to score this on the 9-inch side at 1.5 inches from each end. And the dimensions will not be down below, so if you need to write them down, you can pause it and write them down or whatever. But 1.5 inches from each side, you will score the 9-inch side. And then you will score the 12-inch side at 1 and 5 1/4. So 1 and 5 1/4 from each end. So 1 and 5 1/4, turn it around and do 1 and 5 1/4 again. Sometimes I push too hard when I'm scoring, so I like to do it really lightly, and sometimes then I'll do it twice and hope that I don't get it too much. And then so it will look like this, and I don't know if you can see the score lines, but you can probably see them better on that side. Again, if you have double-sided paper, that will work out just fine. And then you're going to cut these middle boxes. You're just going to cut to the score line. And what I like to do is cut on either side of the score line that you made, just barely going in like that. And like that. So you make a little triangle on either side of the score line, and you just cut the score line right out of there. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Get my trash bag up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and score or fold it on all of the score lines. So I'm just going to fold all of these in. And I'm using my bone folder to make sure that the edge is crisp. And I'm going to do that on the long sides first. This is kind of textured paper. It kind of is neat. It sounds kind of cool when I'm using my bone folder. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds neat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in the middle, and then at this one, and then the ones on the end I'm going to fold toward me, or so that the white side shows, I guess is what I should say. And we are going to make this into a box. You can kind of see how it's going to look. It's going to be a little box like this. Isn't that cute? So before I do that though, I want to put some paper underneath here and underneath here so it will show through like this. Isn't that cute? So I need to cut a piece of whichever color I choose, but I'm going to choose this pink color, and I'm going to cut it at 1 inch, and I need 2 of them, and I will also need some for the handle, so I think I'm going to use 3/4 of an inch. And 3/4 of an inch. And I might need to cut those down too, but I'm going to put those over on the side for now. And this I'm going to put on the side for now. I'm also going to get out a punch, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to use this fun lacy one. Oh, and I think I need one at 9 inches and one at 6 inches. So let me cut this down. So one at 6 inches. And one at 9 inches. And I don't even know how many inches it is right now. It's 11. So I need to cut 2 inches off. All right, so then now I'm going to punch these. I don't know if you've ever used this kind of a punch before, but they're kind of fun to use. You have to line up the images on the printed image of the punch so that you know that you're punching in the right spot. They can be kind of a pain too if you don't get it right where it's supposed to be. The punches will be off and it could look really funny. So you just need to be careful when you're punching. But it's nice because I think it gives you enough to line up. And sometimes they stick like that with a little baby piece of paper stuck to it. And I like that actually when it does it, because then it helps me make sure that it's lined up. So now I have a pretty border. I'm going to do the same thing to this shorter piece. And I also like to put a paper underneath my punch when I'm punching, because especially a punch like this where it has a bunch of little circles that it's punching out. So then what I do is I just empty the punch, make sure it's empty, and then I take all the trash in the paper and just put it in the trash can. So it's easy cleanup. So then what you're going to do is attach this and this. So I'm just putting some adhesive on one of the sides. It doesn't matter which side. And then you want to put one of them between the two score lines. So between this line and this line, it's going to line up on this. So you can see that I am putting it between the two score lines. And I'm just trying to get it even. Just like that. And then this one will go from end to end. So I'm just going to put this down. I'm just trying to make sure that it's straight. And if you missed it and didn't cut quite right, then you can snip it off here. So that's what I'm going to do. Looks like I may have gone a little long on this one too, so I'm going to trim that off. So that's pretty. And then you're going to want to adhere this down, and you can use whatever you want. If you want to use glue or tear and tape or ATG tape, whatever. I like to use the tear and tape just because I know that it is strong and it makes me feel like it will hold really well. So I'm going to put some tear and tape here and here. And then I'm also going to think about where I might need it also and put it there while I'm at it. So I know that I'm going to adhere one of these to this, and how am I going to do that? This one, so I need it on, so the end that goes end to end, you want it on the inside flap, because this is where it will attach to the other side. And you want it on both of those. And then this is going to adhere to that, so I want it on the ends of this little tab. So I want it on the right side of those little tabs. I think that's it, but before I put any of it down, I'm just going to put it together again just so I can make sure. So these two little flabs are going to go up, and the one without the tape is going to go down first, and then the ones with the tape are going to go out, or yeah, out last, or they're going to be taped down last. And there's our little thing. And do I need any tape anywhere else? I don't think so. Okay, so now I can take my tape off, and I'm going to do it a little strategically. I think I'm going to go ahead and tape these down first. So I have these taped down, and when you use tear and tape, it's better to start like a 1/4 of an inch below where you don't want to start trying to peel it here, because if you do, you'll actually start peeling some of the adhesive back, and you can actually tear it off, and that's not a good thing. But if you start like 1 inch or 1/4 of an inch down, and you just kind of wiggle it underneath the tape, you can kind of feel it when it gets it. There it goes. And then lift it up, and it just seems easier. Then I'm just going to take this and adhere it down and adhere it down. And then I'm going to do, I think I'll go ahead and do both of these little side ones. So take those off. Whoops. This stuff is very strong. So once I have those off, I'm going to fold the end up on both of them, and then I'm going to fold in the piece without adhesive and make sure that it stands up. And I'm just kind of making sure that it's flat on the bottom. I don't care about how it looks on the sides, because remember, you kind of angled those corners, so it's not going to be straight against there. It's going to be a little bit cockeyed, which is fine. It actually is good because it helps it close nicer. So I'm just making sure those are tight, and then we can do the last ones. And it's up to you how you like to do it, if you like the adhesive to be open on both sides, or like ready on both sides when you do them, or if you want to do one side at a time, however it works best for you. I might do it this way one time and the other way the next time. I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. And then I'm just going to put it down again to make it kind of flat. And then bring that in. I'm not pushing it all the way down yet until I get this side done too. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder, I think, push it in there just to make sure that I got it all pretty tight, and I'll do the same thing over on this side. Now I am seeing that I should put a little bit of adhesive on each of these flaps, because these are not, they're kind of sticking up. So because I already closed it and it would be hard to get the tear and tape in there, I'm going to try to just put some glue in there, just so that these won't stick up. I'm just going to put some glue right on the edge, maybe on the inside just a little bit. So you can see why you wanted the side with the pink going all the way around to close last. It's so that it would cover the sides and you would see the pink on the sides. So that's how I knew, if you guys are wondering. You probably already figured that out, but just in case. How cute is that already? I mean, just like that, it's adorable. And we're going to make it kind of into a little purse by putting some handles on it. And you can use some brads if you want to attach them. I might do that with this one, just because I think the brads would hold it extra well. You don't have to, but it's a nicety. So let's see, I have my strips, and I just need 2 of these and 2 of these. And these can go right on top. But I think, let's see what her directions said. Maybe I don't see them. Oh, 1 by 11 inches. So that's what this one is. Actually, it's 3/4 by 11. So I think what I'll do is make this 11, and it's 12 right now, so I'm going to cut an inch off of both of these. And then I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off of both of these. Now she rounded her edges too, and you can absolutely do that if that sounds like something you'd like to do. I didn't round them on the other one, and I kind of like it not rounded, so I'm just not going to round it. And for these, I did use my glue gun. Not my glue gun, my tape gun. These look like they're not. There they are. It was an illusion. One looked like it was wider than the other one. I just totally flipped that over. Oops. I'm going to do my best not to touch it. And then I'm just going to put this down right in the center of the decorated paper, the patterned paper. I just said I was going to try not to touch it, and I touched it thinking it was the right side. Ooh, but it didn't stick very much. Okay, so I did that one wrong. Let's see if I can do it better on this one. Yes, I centered that one a lot better. This one I didn't center quite. I'm going to just trim this off a little bit. I don't think anybody will be the wiser. There we go. And then I think I'm also going to put a little brad in here. So let me just take my hole punch and punch a little hole for the, or not a hole punch, but my paper piercer, and punch a little hole for the brad. And this way I know that they're in the exact same spot on both of them. And then where's my little guy? Here it is. You're just going to attach this like so. So I'm going to put this where I want it. And then put this one where I want it, trying to get it about the same distance away from the edge. And then what I will do is, let's see if I can do this like that. Hopefully that is good. We will try. Okay, I'm going to put some adhesive down on it too. I think I might just use glue. Got my glue down on it. I'm going to put this one here. And turn this, and put this one here. I think I'll use pink ones. Oops, I keep pulling out the blue ones. Well, you know what? I could use green. That's blue. I think I'll use green. So get out 4 of the brads. And if you lined up the holes, they should go right in. And if you didn't, you might need to punch it through again, but right. And I'm just closing the brads. Now this is going to be my front because this is the piece that had the 9 inches of pink, and I kind of like that look a little better as the front, so this is going to be my front, but you can, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can do whichever side you want. Oh, I guess I should glue it first. And I'm just going to line that up with the hole. If I can see the hole, goodness. I think that's it. Well, now I'm not so sure. Let me just put this on here and find the hole this way, because the hole is kind of closing up the way I punched it. I punched it from that way, and I should have punched it. Here, I'll do this. There we go. Now my glue is probably dry. That's a lot easier to see that way. I lost my little brad. There it goes. I'm going to put a little more glue on this one before I close the brads down. But I think this one is holding okay. This one I fiddled around with it too much before I put the brad in. And you can see this is super easy to do, and it's really, really cute. Isn't that adorable? I mean, just like that, I think it's adorable. You wouldn't even have to do anything else, but I think I'm going to cut out a couple of owls. So I'm going to get my big shot. And this one embosses and cuts out, so I'm going to, I think, cut out the big one and the little one, and then I will emboss a big one and a little one and another little one, because I have 2 little ones and 1 big one. So I'll just go ahead and emboss all 3 of them, and then I'll cut out a little one again. I think that's how it works. I don't even know, because I think I'm going to have to now cut out these 2 after I've embossed them, so I probably should have. Yeah, that's a dingbat. Okay, hold on. I think I did this wrong. I think what I need to do is put these in here, and it will emboss and cut out at the same time. Oh, Tammy, that's probably right. Unless I cut out and then emboss, I don't know. See, that one's all crooked. Hold on. There, this might be easier. Yeah, that's cute. Hee. Alright, so there's two really dark brown. And I think I want to do... Okay, so let's just try to do it at the same time. I could use some Post-it tape. That would make it really easy, but you know me. I like to live on the more difficult side. Just like I put him down. So I'm just going to try to now cut him out. That works. Oh, his eyes came out. That's funny. Oh. I don't know if they're supposed to or not. I can't really tell. Oh well, I think that's enough owls, so let's just see what we have here. Put these back over there. Should be 2 of those and 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, so let's see here. How do I want to do this? I don't know. The owls really aren't doing much for me. I don't think I want to put the owls here. I think I'm going to do 1 owl right there. And then I think I'm going to do maybe a bow. I did a flower on this one, and I did the pretty die cut coffee and or teacup and pitcher or whatever that's called. I can't think right now. Pot, I guess. And I think I'm going to do a bow on this one. So let's see. Oh, or maybe a flower. Flower and a bow? I don't even know. Let's tie a little bow and see what I think of this. So you can see that the actual purse thing didn't take very long. I am making it take longer because I am embellishing it like a crazy lady because I didn't have a plan, or very much of a plan. And that's okay, because this is crafting in real life. And I believe this is how a lot of us craft. We have an idea, but we don't really have an idea, and so we just play with it until we make it what we like. And know that I am no different. Oh, it would kind of be cute if I put a little bow in her hair. Oh my goodness, I like that. So I'm going to make it just a little smaller. There's my cat. He's telling me he's hungry, but he's already eaten, and he doesn't get to eat again. No fuzz. Okay, so let's put this ribbon away. A little tip that I like to do is put the ribbon underneath and pull, and then it just kind of stays and it won't unravel on you so much. It might still a little bit, especially depending on the ribbon. Sometimes the ribbon will come apart, but I'm going to get a glue dot. And I need my little thing, so let me put this down. Actually, I don't know where I want to put it yet, so I'm not going to put it down. Just put it over there. Oh, I lost my, there he is. Or there she is, because she's getting a bow. Oh, that cracks me up. Do I want it up here, or do I want it like here? I think I want it like there. So I'm going to take a couple more glue dots just because I have them out and because they're easy. I'll put one there, put one there. Isn't it funny too how sometimes when you're doing something you're like, I don't know if I even like this, and that's how I was feeling when I cut out these owls. But now that I have a bow on her, this is like one of my favorite projects ever. I'm like, oh, I love this. The bow made all the difference. All right, so let's see about this flower. Do I want this on here too? Is that too much? See, it kind of looks like I'm just piling stuff on her head if I put it there. I don't know. I don't think I need the flower. I think I'm going to just leave the owl. I'll save the flower for something else because I can't think that it looks good. So stop trying to make it work and just less is more sometimes. Sometimes more is not enough, but sometimes when you have an owl with a bow on her little head, or a big old bow on her little head. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop staring at it and admiring the little owl. But that turned out really cute, I think. So there is that one, and here is this one. And so easy to make, guys. I mean, and I still have a lot of this piece of paper. So it's like really one 12 by 12 and half of an 8.5 by 11. Crazy what you can do with that. It's just insane. I really like this flower too. I thought that was really pretty. So yeah, you can do whatever you want with whatever papers you want. You can make this any color, anything. It's just fun. And I think I'm really going to make one for a lot of the women in my life and just put some cards in there that they can use to give out, and maybe some, if you want to add some stamps, I might do that to some of them. I don't know if I'll do that to all of them. And yeah, just put some forever stamps in there Very cute. I like it. So I hope you do too, and thanks for watching. I hope you make it. Let me know. Bye-bye.